So Photoshop just introduced a brand new feature. It's Clarity and Dehaze. Now today we're focusing on Dehaze. It works amazing, but you'll get the best results if you make a selection and only apply it to a specific area of your photo. Today we're going to show you how to use it to make a huge difference in your photographs. So here we are in Photoshop 2026. We got a beautiful tropical image, but you can see the background's just a little bit hazy, and this is perfect for our new Dehaze feature. Now, for this tool to work best, I really suggest making a selection of the background. In this case, it's going to be the mountain that we want to dehaze. But how do we go about making that selection? Like if we go up to select and then go down here, we have select color range, which select like the greens in the trees if you wanted. A focus area. We can even select the subject, which would be the person in this photo, or we could go select sky, but there's no select mountain, right? So how do we get to that? Well, there's actually a hidden feature in the object selection tool. So we're gonna go right over here into our toolbar, and you're gonna see right over here, this is the object selection tool. The keyboard shortcut is W. So object selection tool, when you click on it, it's gonna turn this little wheel there, and it's basically gonna try to find all of the objects in your photograph, including background objects. Now, the cool thing that I do want to say before we make this selection is this photo and the PSD is available for free download. Just click on the link right down below so you can follow along with this tutorial step by step. Okay, let's get back into it. Now, you're going to want to make sure to press this button. It's going to find all the objects in your photograph. You can go here to select people, which is really cool. I can actually hover over the person. You can see they have a pink outline, meaning they would be selected. But what we want to do is actually bring our cursor over top of our photo. Now, as I hover over different elements of my photograph, you're going to see those elements are going to start to light up with this pink. And there we go. As I hover over this mountain, we have a selection of our mountain. So this tool is fantastic for working with the Dehaze tool because you can select specific parts of your background, the hazy parts that we want to dehaze. Let's go ahead and click there. So when I click, you're gonna see it goes ahead and turns that area into a selection, which is the perfect first step for creating a dehaze adjustment layer. So always make your selection first and then use dehaze. Okay, so now that we've made our selection, we're gonna go up here to our layer menu. We're gonna go to new adjustment layer and our brand new clarity and dehaze. Let's go ahead and click there and hit okay. Now, it's going to take you right into your properties menu, which is fantastic because this is where clarity and dehaze sliders are. But I just want to show you back in our layers menu, this is our new adjustment layer. You can see it's the clarity and dehaze adjustment layer, but check out this layer mask, okay? That is the mountain that we selected. That's why it's important to make your selection first and then use your adjustment layer because the selection will automatically get loaded into the layer mask, which means the clarity and dehaze will only affect the mountain, which is exactly what we want. Okay, now let's get back into the properties windows where we can adjust those sliders. You can do that in two ways. You can simply double click right here on the actual clarity and dehaze adjustment layer icon, double click there, or you can go right over here and just open your properties window. Both will get you there. Okay, so from here, honestly, I recommend using both clarity and dehaze on your backgrounds. It can make a big difference. Let's start off with dehaze because this is the big one. We're gonna use dehaze, and basically, as I take this slider and move it to the right-hand side, you're gonna see it just reduces all of the haze in the background. Like, look at that. Can you believe that? Like, how amazing is the cool thing too, by the way, I do want to mention, is if you take the dehaze slider and bring it to the left, it actually adds more haze. So if you're interested in that kind of look, you can add more haze to your image, but you're gonna see it only affects the mountain. Now we're gonna go ahead and bring this to the right, and I mean, look at this. It takes it from a foggy day to an absolute clear day. I'm gonna back it down just a little bit, but this is a huge, huge difference. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our clarity slider. We're just gonna drag that to the right a little bit there as well. And this is, honestly, I'm just absolutely blown away by this difference. Let's go back to our layers. I'm gonna turn this off and on. Like, how crazy is that? Now, if it's too much of an effect, of course, you can just double click on this at any time and back it down just a little bit. The last thing that I wanna do, honestly, is use a little bit of color and vibrance just on that mountain to really make those colors pop. And I've got a cool tip for you about copying a layer mask from one layer to another. Okay, let's show you how to do it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to layer, we're gonna go to new adjustment layer, and we're gonna use color and vibrance. This is also a brand new adjustment layer. So let's go to color and vibrance and just hit okay. Now here in our layers panel, you can see the clarity and dehaze. this has its own layer mask that focuses just on the mountain. But then Color and Vibrance, this is going to be applied everywhere because it has a white layer mask. So here's the tip. You can actually copy a layer mask from one adjustment layer to another. All you have to do is hold Alt or Option and click and drag. Okay, so Alt or Option, I'm going to click and drag. You're going to see I have that little double arrow icon. Alt or Option, click and drag, boop. And as soon as I do it, now I have the exact same layer mask on the new adjustment layer. This will work with any mask, a layer mask, a group mask, an adjustment layer mask, any type of mask. Alt or Option, click and drag will copy. Okay, so now with this Color and Vibrance, let's go ahead and double click there. We're just gonna take our Vibrance slider and bring this to the right, and it's gonna bring that color to life in my photograph. I can even adjust it. Like if it's a little bit too blue, I can go ahead and push it towards green if I want to. I could make it a little bit warmer. Ooh, that is looking absolutely beautiful. And I recommend using Vibrance most of the time instead of saturation because the results are a little bit more subtle and realistic. There we go. Let's go ahead and turn these layers off and back on to see our incredible before and after. As you can see, this effect is absolutely amazing. And the key is first make your selection and then use your Clarity and Dehaze adjustment layers. And if you need to, Color and Vibrance as well. And then hold Alt or Option to copy and paste that layer mask from one adjustment layer to another. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this channel, click on subscribe and we'll send you a free photo editing tutorial every single week. Thanks again, and I'll Phlearn you later. Bye everyone.